inchensen papa ya de bodan so pa dia eno ane adable roofings and resist heat and afe enfedi so ni color bond material or de bodan so nti o 25-year guarantee a ema wa rehemu fre 0248 944 710 esa your WhatsApp number fre adable na ni wo mu ni edwa Abusiafuo Oheneba Media sunie medical dia to dwa se abato ayetuei asem bia beto fom bia no ye de bebro ni be make sure say information de bia ye authentic ye mu yetrim kasem ha na we de memfa breaking news ya beto dwa yi emremwen medical e dia to dwa se electoral commission elezi omu boot for 2020 elections no na ya de omobobo omu pay ye na ye mami James asambasha ne nso a we de beto dwa se ye to abani wi a in the next 24 hours obeba na per the constitution only obia oye returning officer ya otimide at the election of the presidential candidate etudwa na sesi ya de entia yense kanyina ne se electoral commission asset exactly 5 p.m. asiho se enanwumre no num pepe Ghana fo nyina obia ngo atwereyem ni nyina ne se Accra International Conference Center ya maame eba bagina dwa no na pamfo wo mu di so far so good the gather on the presidential results no ababeto Ghana fo nyina anim na sabi yetimi ehunu se ye na Akufo Addo yewura John Dramani Mahama ye maame yakua donko na Kuradu Agima Rollins ene wo mo keka ho no hwan na oba befro Ghana akonwa kase in the next 4 years ya no na obia wo atweneye mu a wo twɛn Abusiafuo enkomo ofia bedwafo ewom se political parties no obia dikai a project ne presidential candidate ednadu position bia sisi obia pese o kire se wa win say MPP fo akache the eba ne say omusi na Akufo Addo say onenam about 51 point something%. Sanso na NDC for so ko a omusi wo candidate enenam 52 point something%. Oko various networks so a obia ye ni projections kire de obetimi adi nkunim nanso empanin se ka kum yagire kwakuanim Oheneba Media yenso yagade information nyina wo ha ebreko animo no yade ba beto anim na mom ye betimi aka kiro se in the next 5 hours electoral commission ye maame Jen Mensa na bedwafo ba betrase nti ye wa atwene mu aye atwa ne tie bibia from ho esanse wono na wo ye the returning officer Emma the presidential pools parliamentary there aya na declare no constituencies and they said there MPs ne there obia hunu ne bobre why na luso why na rene ebrepem no so ye the sa details ni nyina bebro so far so good yake ensa no ye ba beto anim nembom metimi de mensasi mo bo se aya de a sesi ya de kakra abeto anim no na ji so parliamentary resource anasa parliamentary seats neba no a MPP elidi anesa na ye hwe se eyade a presidential one no so sa na beko anase enye sa na beko na yemfanto dwa sense elections way eya na dura na tension womti metime ne mensasi mo say as we speak now the security agencies police military other fire service omunyina agada ewo eye international conference center ho ye security zone sabe national security agada ho nyina obi antimi mba emeye bibia ho military patrol ho said de beye na ebrepem no ye maame Jen Mensa tradwamu a obetimi anya akokoduro no de abato onsunsuanso no nyina atodwanti wodi an se obetimi atena wo fie na megiri se beba kasafidie so Oheneba Media nso ya beba na motimi ahunu de ekoso nyina na mo so motimi ahwebi na ade ba ko a enwanwa ewo ye maame Jen Mensa ene ne mpanimfo electoral commissioners no wona say for the first time in the history of Ghana the electoral commission no must set up electronic information omu make sure say ebema ye the results na every various constituencies neighbor no na fei etimi immediately etimi amaye why na lusu ya why na wini ye no ye electronic gadgets ya wahye ye no anso ye ba be yama obi etimi hunu de ekoso samobeka ya 2016 elections as abra ne maame Charlotte Osei wono na eda electoral commission no ayade a ogusu anka wo be announce results ana wo mkeka ne ma bom no mobeka ya system no na odi edi dwuma no system na no di dwuma no ayade a break it down as etiefo be hye ne nso a yeto abani wie some days later ansana wotimi declare sa elections no presidential say when na areni ana ha na eluso ekobasa na detention banti we de ye maame ye Jane Mensa na bedwafo o matimi ayen hye pa ye de electronic information eba abesiwa eye probability say ebe breaking no very low kire say afidie no ebetimi abo ma mo adwuma nyina akoso kama ni nyina mu no de ebetimi aka nyina ne say Ghana nyina ya mietrin kwa sansa ebepem sa bre no yenti pinche kase bia sebe enipa wuwu enipa ekon asi ha ma ya twetwu nipa dabi bibia ansensi sa tension kakra as usual said the Ghana elections attire nanso metimi ga say already no moye mami Jane Mensa abaso say wetimi organize a successful elections as enche 5 p.m. obetimi ede so far baby akwakodru no ode abeto Ghana nyina anim say onya a lot of criticism ebra osfiti ase say or the new voter register ebe adwuma na afi osade Hansen ho with biometric technology despite criticism say ba nyina no wetimi agina na so se oba mapa ya wajira electoral commission no enyina anemu a wabo adwuma etise ya de ya hwe animu se so far so good ye behunu de ekoso obi anti tam chichu na hwe Oheneba Media ese information bi abeba bia no ana se de beto fom bia no ye de bebram nti wade so far kakra ye betimi de asom no anwumrei no nu pepepe ye nyina ye te afidie ho a ye hwe se who is winning and who is losing na mo makra esren se ba bia be ko bia no mo ye nyina ye mfa anigye enyitum na yentoa so Ghana eba akopɛ ɔman no ye ni ba bia akɔ enti mum ye nyina yemfa akomapa entai ɔman na kyerɛ bibia ye bia no entimi nye wano
Distinguished citizens of Ghana, I warmly welcome you to today's Let the Citizen Know. Indeed, today is a great day, and we thank the good Lord for his faithfulness. We could not have come this far without him, and as a commission, we remain eternally grateful. Our words of exhortation as thus far has the Lord brought us. Today marks a historic day in our national calendar. It is the day before the 7th of December general elections. We say to God be the glory, great things he has done, and greater things he will do. This afternoon, we are here to give you, our distinguished citizens, an account of the work we have done to ensure a credible, fair, orderly, timely, transparent, and peaceful election come tomorrow, the 7th of December, 2020. As a commission, we recognize that we are accountable to the citizens of Ghana, and I'm pleased to inform you that by the grace of God, we are fully ready to conduct a successful, credible, fair, orderly, and peaceful election tomorrow, Monday, the 7th of December 2020. Permit me to highlight the work done so far to achieve these results. Procurement of logistics. The Commission has procured a wide variety of election materials for the 2020 election. These include ballot boxes, thumbprint pads, identification jackets, polling station booths, rechargeable lamps, indelible ink, educational posters, and seals, among others. I'm pleased to note that as a result of a thorough planning and distribution process, we have distributed these items to all 38,622 polling stations across the country. For the first time in the history of the Commission, we printed and distributed all ballot papers for the 2020 presidential and parliamentary election some 2.5 weeks before the election. This early planning and distribution of our logistics has helped ease the pressure on our officials and has allowed the Commission enough time to strategize well ahead of the election. We believe this will improve the overall quality of the election. COVID-19 and the measures put in place to curb the spread of the virus at all polling stations across the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are mindful of the fact that we are not in normal times. As such, we have put in place stringent safety protocols and procured the necessary items to guarantee the safety and security of all our stakeholders at our centers. We were able to test our safety protocols during the 38-day registration exercise, as well as the special voting exercise. This will be replicated on election day. Interestingly, we saw a decline in COVID cases during and after the registration exercise, and we believe that with the stringent measures put in place, we should witness such a decline after the election. Beyond the polling stations, we have also put in arrangements at all our collation centers to curb the spread of the virus. Projectors and screens have been provided in each of the 275 collation centers and 16 constituency collation centers, I beg your pardon, and 16 regional collation centers on which the results will be displayed. This will prevent the gathering of persons around laptops to view the collated results, thereby minimizing crowding and curbing the spread of the virus. We are confident that the training afforded our 38,622 plus COVID ambassadors will result in an efficient and effective implementation of our safety protocols nationwide. I'll turn my attention to the recruitment and training of staff. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, recognizing that the performance of our field officials is key to the success of the election, we provided a 3-week rigorous training program on all aspects of the election cycle to some 240,000 field officials. Additionally, for the first time in the Commission's history, all field officials have signed a binding and enforceable code of conduct to abide by the guidelines and directives of the Commission. We are confident that with the skills acquired and the codes of conduct signed, our field officials will deliver their functions efficiently and effectively and perform their duties creditably. Now to the biometric verification devices. As you may be aware, the Commission has procured 74,800 brand new biometric verification devices to enhance the integrity and credibility of the polls. The devices have been prepared and distributed to polling stations across the country. We are confident that the enhanced features of the devices will speed up the verification process and go a long way to ensure that only persons whose biometric details are captured in our system vote on election day. It is important to note that the device has a record of both fingerprints as well as the facial features of each unique individual. As a result, in the event where an individual has lost the use of his or her fingers, the facial recognition feature would be employed to identify the voter. We are confident that the use of both features will go a long way to enhance the integrity of the polls. Feedback from the recent special voting, which took place on the 1st of December 2020, indicates that the equipment functioned effectively and enabled the prompt verification of voters at all polling stations throughout the country. We believe that the efficiency of the kits will enhance the voters' experience on election day. Now to the 2020 voters register. Distinguished citizens of Ghana, as you may be aware, the Commission has prepared a new biometric voters register in time for the election. We are pleased to note that the register embodies unique individuals only. To date, the register has a total of 17,027,971 voters. And we are confident in the credibility and the integrity of the 2020 voters register. Last week, the Commission made the register available to the citizenry in 3 electronic formats to enable registered voters seamlessly check their details ahead of the election. We encourage voters who have not checked their details to do so, as this comes at no cost to the voter. Voters may visit the Commission's website at registers.ec.gov.gh and enter their 10-digit voters ID card number on the website application to confirm their details. The second option available for checking a person's details is by using the short code provided, *711*2020#. Voters, by dialing this number, may on any phone and network and entering their voter's ID card and polling station code would have information on their registration details. The third option is to use an Android phone application whose link details are on our website. In all three cases, voters will receive confirmation of their name on the register, as well as their date of birth and their polling station code and polling station name. We are happy to note that the feedback from voters who have used this service has been very positive and encouraging. We have heard good news only, and this is a testament of the hard work and hours put in by the Commission staff, both permanent and temporary, to ensure a credible voters register. I'll turn my attention to the number of polling stations for the 2020 election. For the 2020 election, the Commission has created 38,622 polling stations across the country. This is some 10,000 polling stations more than the 2016 polling stations. The threshold set for the polling stations is 749 voters per polling station. It is important to note, however, that more than 70% of the polling stations have 500 voters or less. We have reduced the threshold to minimize overcrowding and long queues at our polling stations. We have no doubt that voters will enjoy a hassle-free and seamless experience at polling stations across the country. Now I'll talk about our call center. Distinguished citizens, in our bid to be responsive to the citizenry and to provide them with prompt and timely feedback on issues that may arise on the election day, we have established a call center to enable voters relay their concerns and feedback to the Commission. A toll-free number has been set aside for this purpose. The number is 0800 100 100. And I'd like to repeat this again, 0800 100 100. Voters will not be charged for making calls to this number, and the call center will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on election day. Additionally, callers may use any network to contact the Commission. The Commission has trained a number of its staff to be responsive to the needs of voters, and we are confident that the voters would have their issues resolved in a very timely manner. Misplaced voters' ID cards. This comes to inform the general public that any citizen who has misplaced his or her voter's ID card can still vote, as their details are on the biometric verification devices. As such, we entreat this category of voters to go to the polling station where they registered to cast their votes. Voters who have lost their voter ID cards can still go to the polling stations where they registered and cast their votes. This is because the Commission has their biometric details on the biometric verification devices. The provision of masks in polling stations in rural areas. In response to concerns relating to disenfranchised citizens who visit polling stations without masks, the Commission will provide masks in polling stations in rural communities to ensure the very rare voters who visit our polling stations without masks to be provided masks to enable them vote and exercise their franchise. This facility is restricted to polling stations in very rural communities only. Now to the declaration of results. Distinguished citizens, in our bid to reduce tension and suspicion around the election and to promote efficiency in our work, we plan to declare the results within 24 hours. This may seem ambitious to some, and some have also expressed concern about the accuracy of results declared just 24 hours after the election. On behalf of the Commission, I wish to assure you that the declared results will be a true reflection of the will of the people as documented on the pink sheets. The only aspect of our processes that has changed is the efficiency that we have built into them. We are confident that with the total commitment of all our officials, we will witness the timely delivery of the 2020 presidential and parliamentary results, God being our helper. It's important to emphasize that we have introduced another layer into the collation of results. In the past, the Commission was receiving results from all 275 constituencies. Under the current CI, that is CI 127, the Commission will now receive results from 16 regional collation centers. What this means is that every constituency in the region will send their results to the regional collation centers, and they in turn will collate the results from the regional collation sheets and the regional summary sheets and forward this to the Commission. Therefore, the Commission will not be receiving 275 results from the constituencies as it was in the past, and will be receiving results only from 16 regional collation centers. And we believe that with this approach, it really makes the work of the Commission much easier, because you are only receiving and collating 16 regional results. And that's why we believe that with the training also afforded our staff and the facilities made available, we should be able to declare results in the 24 hours. It is important to note that we are not engaging in electronic transmission. We are relying on the good old fax in addition to emails for the transmission of results. And this goes to assure the citizenry that we are not going to have figures going through some tunnel. What comes to us is a photo of the pink sheets, the collation sheets, signed by party agents. And this is the photograph that will be sent to us via fax or by scanned and sent by email. Posting of results on the website of the Electoral Commission. In our bid to keep our stakeholders informed and to provide them with accurate results before the final declaration of results, the Commission will post regular updates of results on its website. As you are aware, the results are certified results and may take a slightly longer time to upload because of the processes involved. However, we've put in place mechanisms to try to ensure a speedy and timely posting of results on our website. On the issue of security, a year ago, we started engagements with the National Elections Security Task Force, headed by the Inspector General of Police. We have had several meetings with them. In fact, just last week, we had a meeting, a high-level meeting with the security agencies as well. And to date, we have provided them with all relevant information, including details of our polling stations, collation centers, as well as possible conflict areas. We are confident that the arrangements of the security agencies will ensure law and order throughout our polling stations on election day and beyond. I'll turn my attention to the important issue of the declaration of results. By law, the Electoral Commission is the only body and institution clothed with the power and authority to declare presidential results. We therefore caution and parliamentary results as well. We therefore caution all stakeholders, particularly the political parties, to desist from declaring results. We have indicated our intention to declare the final certified results in a timely manner, and we will do so, God being our helper. We therefore call on all our stakeholders to remain patient and leave the Electoral Commission to perform its functions. Finally, our distinguished citizens, we cannot close our curtain today without expressing our sincere gratitude to all of you. You have kept faith with us and walked this journey with us. Your feedback has helped strengthen our work and processes and has left us in a much better place than when we started. We thank you very much. To our dear media partners, we thank you so much for partnering with us. It's been a long road, and you have worked with us to ensure that the truth and facts regarding our work are disseminated to the citizenry. We could not have come this far without you, and we say thank you and God bless you. We entreat you to remain true to your creed and your profession. At such a critical time in our country's destiny, the facts and truth only is what should be disseminated, and we urge you to remain decorous in all your reportage. As the chairperson of the commission, I pledge on behalf of the whole commission that we will remain true to our motto and operate with fairness, in integrity, and promote transparency till the very end, God being our helper. This is a final call to our staff in the field, all our field officials. Let truth guide you, and let integrity preserve you. We are sure all of you are distinguished citizens, that the results that will be delivered will reflect the will of the people and the will of the people only, as expressed on the ballots and on the pink sheets. Finally, I'd like to encourage all voters who turned up in their numbers to register to go out tomorrow, Monday, the 7th of December, and cast their votes peacefully. Let us remember that your vote is your power. Dear citizens, we urge you all to continue to pray for the peace of our dear nation. And before we close this session, I leave you with the words of the hymn, O God, our help in ages past. It says, O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal hope. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Let peace reign. Thank you very much. Go on. Oh, please give us the tune. No.
Do we have a choir master?
We are waiting. Yeah, please do.
Oh God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal hope. Oh God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our